still life drawing.
Hi, everybody. I miss you all, and I hope you're having a great time being at home. I would love to have you here in class, but this is the next best thing. Today, your assignment will be to practice drawing at home. What makes an artist a better artist is actually practice, and you have enough time to spend time practicing drawing what you see. Today, we are going to practice creating and drawing your very own still life. Here is an example of a still life. This is a collection of objects that don't move or have any life to them. They sit and remain non-moving. This is an example of food. Many still lifes you'll see will be of flowers, food, or different objects that like glasses or vases. This is a famous artist, Van Gogh. You'll see one of his most famous still lifes is sunflowers in a pot. He also created other things, drawing people, landscapes, and actually live flowers in a garden. Another example is by famous artist Manet. He drew this still life of flowers. If you notice here, there's some flowers on the table, an interesting vase, and beautiful colors are also represented. Matisse is also known for his still life. His is a little bit different. I want to show you his image here. This kind of would be considered a still life. He's drawing what he sees in his room. And you'll also notice here his bowl of food. It's oranges in a stand. So these are all examples of still lifes. There's many other artists who've practiced still lifes. This is something, it helps you get better when you draw what you see. So today I'm going to set up a still life and show you what you can do at home. Now, consider these things when you create a still life. Make your objects have a very interesting placement. You don't want things to be too far apart, maybe some overlapping. If you want to do a Christmas still life, maybe put some Christmas decorations together and practice drawing those. Flowers in your house, objects that you think are very interesting. Now, don't pick something too difficult. You can if you want, but it's better to kind of pick something with simple lines so you can get the hang of practicing drawing what you see. I'll show you here now.
To begin a still life, you need to select an arrangement. I selected 3 things I found in my classroom: flowers, a crayon that's made of tin, and a small plant. I arranged the objects so they looked appealing to my eyes. I put the large plant in the back, the crayon in the middle, and the small plant to the side. I then decided if I wanted to draw the picture up and down, like a portrait, or side to side, like a landscape. Once I make that decision, I need these supplies: a pencil, an eraser, and a piece of paper, preferably with no lines in it. Then, think about if you want to add color. You can paint it, use crayons to color, markers, or colored pencil. For me today, I'm just going to use a pencil, and I'm going to shade using my pencil to create contrast. That's dark to light. A dark against a light color. Contrast makes your eyes see something, and it enjoys it like a pop of color. It's a pop of value, dark against light. Keep in mind, I'm drawing at an advanced level because I've had lots of time to practice. Don't expect your picture to look perfect the first time that you sketch it in. What I'm doing first is looking at the objects in front of me and making a rough sketch. So I'm putting in the objects lightly that I see. I'm not adding detail, and I'm not putting any hard tones or colors down. I'm sketching what I see first. After I'm done with the basic sketch, I then can go back and start adding the details, like the circle on the tin can, or the detailed lines or shading. That will come later. I am also eliminating some things I don't want to be in the picture, like the background. I don't want to show that busy background with a lot of the objects in the art classroom, so I'm taking that out. Now I'm going in and adding shading. I'm adding darker parts to the picture by pressing down harder on my pencil. And I'm leaving some spaces with white. When I look at the vase, I'm going to see darks and lights. The darker colors I see, I'll go darker with my pencil. The lighter spots I see, I'll try to keep those parts white, or I'll take my eraser and pull out some of those areas. Now that I'm shading the crayon, I leave some parts really dark and some parts really light. Now, if you don't want to shade, that's fine. You can also color this in with crayons or markers. I'm going to the plant now, and I'm taking notice of parts of the leaves that are darker, and I'm shading those in darker with my pencil. The spots that seem lighter, I'm keeping those almost white, or I'm pulling out parts with my eraser. What do you like about it? What would you change? Now is your time to go back and fix some mistakes that you might have made. Maybe add a little more darker contrast to some areas. Do you want to add your signature on the side? If you're not happy with it, try again. Remember, practicing this every time will make you better and better and better. It might not be great the first time, so try it until you get it to be just the way you like it. Now notice, there's parts of this picture that aren't perfect, and I'm missing some of the details that you might have noticed in the actual still life arrangement. But it's okay. It's your art, and you can make it what you want it to be.
Here is my example from today of me practicing drawing what I created with objects I found in my classroom. Now, your job is to find objects in your house. Pick 3 to 4 objects that interest you and seem simple enough to draw. Arrange them in a way where you think it looks good. Then start drawing. When you're finished, make sure you post a picture to the Google Classroom. I would love to see your work. You can share it with everybody, or you can send me a private message within the classwork turn in tab. Don't forget to turn in your work. Select the button turned in, and then also send a photo if you can. If you have trouble submitting photos, let me know, and I can send you my email address so I can see it there. Happy drawing, and let me know if you have any questions.
I hope you enjoy creating a still life of your own. Happy drawing!